love letter. It was so cute until I read the end. I can't wait to feel you hit the back again. Then while my son would use the brother's name. Then while my son is only 16. Wow, he hit the back already? It's a gunslinger. He should be proud of his backhand names. What you got a question for? What? Shit, this should change. What does he know about being gay? I dealt with both men and women, but I'm not gay. I'm bi. To make a long story short, I put him out, and he's staying with DeJuan and his mother. Where did I go wrong?
State your name and where you're from.
All right, my name is Nate. I'm from Detroit. I just wanted to say briefly that this person is probably going to say that their extracurricular activities with the same sex, whatever, wasn't visible to their child. And so I don't necessarily think always that is the reason. I mean, once you reach 16, 17 years old, you kind of like in a point in your life you can make your own decisions. So I don't think that she's necessarily at fault. Could be not. I don't think she's necessarily at fault for that. I don't know. I think sometimes people just make decisions. I don't think it always. It's freaky ass little kids. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's being advertised on television. It's in the music. It's it's just like a common thing now. And not saying that I agree with it, but I mean, it could come from other areas other than just her. So keep your head up. It ain't necessarily your fault.
You have kids?
I do. I have.
If your son, you caught your son getting banged or banging, fudge packing, whatever they call it.
It's not something that I would.
But you're straight, but say he had a lesbian mom, okay, or bisexual, and you don't think that you wouldn't point the finger at her, or what would you do?
Well, I would do that because my son does have a bisexual mom. It's not my wife. Let me just make that. It's not my wife.
Let me be clear. I never even knew that. I didn't know that. I know Nate, but I didn't know that. Don't take pictures with my eyes that big ever again, okay? No, I borrow for a living that cannot be publicized anywhere. Okay, back to the question.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily point the finger at that because I know people who do not have that type of situation and their children still come out that way. So, I mean, I'm not saying that she had absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm just saying that might not necessarily be the case.
What would you do if it was your son?
I would love my son anyway. I wouldn't put him out the house. Right? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with putting him out because you put him in an environment where now they don't have anyone that they
can't have no company. Go and say it.
Yeah, absolutely. They would have no company. Not like that in my house. I wouldn't necessarily throw them out to the world like that. I would just, you gotta love your kids anyway. You might not necessarily agree with what they do, but you still gotta love your kids. You gotta be there and support them as much as you possibly can. It could be a murder.
Make a little noise.
Make a little noise. You're doing something a whole lot worse than that. So let them come home.
Hi, that was just kind of crazy, but you are the person that leads the family, so they learn from the example of you. Even if you're bi, they see you messing with the same sex, then clearly they'll think it's okay.
I don't agree. My name gotta be DeJuan. My name DeJuana, DeJuan.
I think you said.
I think she's at fault because if you dibble and dabble and you buy, your children watch you, period. No matter how old they are or whatever. I have children, I have a 12-year-old and a 5-year-old. So if they see me doing that, they're gonna think that's what they should do.
It's the norm.
So I mean, if he see his mother with a woman and a man, he gonna think it's okay to be with a man and a woman. So, I mean, you really confuse your children. So instead of putting him out, you need to sit down, counsel him and say, okay, is this how you really feel? This is where you want to be? Fine, accept him, because no matter what, at the end of the day, that's your child, period.
Okay. Y'all
All right, now.
On to the next question right here.